So, with so much noise around relationship advices through reels, trends, red flags, green flags, what would you say? How do we really tune in to what we really need in a relationship?
I think what we seek in a relationship is very closely related to who we are. I personally believe to create a healthy relationship, one needs to be very connected with their own needs, and one needs to be able to truly take care of what's going on inside of them. Otherwise, the relationship just becomes a punching bag where we end up dumping a lot. So, start with self awareness. Start with understanding what your needs are and start with taking care of those needs. Because if we are constantly going to look outside of us to get a certain degree of love, affection, then somewhere we'll always be driven by that need for love. And then our relationships will be very conditional.
Yeah.
So, for any relationship to become unconditional, it should come from a place of empowerment
Yeah.
and then love. And when you're empowered and you love, you're able to allow a lot of freedom in that love. But that can only come when your needs are taken care of. So, for a successful relationship, I think understanding your needs, taking care of your needs, filling your cup, being true with yourself, seeing your darkness. Because if you are aware of your darkness, you'll be able to be authentic and vulnerable with your partner. But if you're running away from your shadows, you will always be in a blame game. Always feel like the victim or the person who's being blamed in a relationship. So, healthy relationship starts, I think, somewhere with that inner connection, understanding yourself, going a little bit on a solo journey. It is important. And then showing up.
Yeah.
Did that answer?
Yeah, definitely. I think you answered my next question as well.
There's one metaphor
Yeah, okay.
that I always think of when I think of a relationship. It was this Osho's metaphor he had given that think of two trees. When they have strong foundations, they have their own trunks and they grow next to each other. They grow really tall
Yeah.
and then they merge eventually. Their branches merge. That is very different to when two trees are at the very beginning trying to grow into each other. They end up cutting each other's light and only one grows and they don't really go very far. So when it comes to a relationship, think of being those two trees that are individual, strong, empowered, and running along. Because that is what will create a beautiful long journey and a beautiful merger ahead. But if at the very beginning we're trying to take from them, give them at the cost of us, then somewhere those lines will eventually go beyond.
Yeah. But what about when one tree is growing and other tree is not growing? You know, what happens to such relationships? When one person tries to grow, work on herself or himself, but the other person is not into that zone of growing. Yeah.
See, growth is a very personal choice.
Okay.
Right? And just because you're on a trajectory does not mean your partner has to be on the same trajectory. They may be growing in their own ways. So just recognize that you may need to create a space to connect from a place of love outside of this growth, because that growth is a very individual choice.
Oh, yes. Also, one thing might be growth for me, and another thing might be growth for my husband or my partner. Oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah. But when we grow and we come from a place of a little bit of a judgment, I am growing, I'm doing all this work, what's happened to you? That's their journey. But hey, can we still meet in a place of love without these ideas and notions? That's where the beauty lies, that no matter where you are and what you're doing, you can come home and just be with each other for the people that you are. And for that, you need to be safe inside.
Okay.
Otherwise, that space of safety in a relationship is co-created by two people.
Yeah.
That if your safety is always the other person, then you'll try to drag them on your path of life as well.
Also, we look for validation
Mhm.
in a partner. Like, we want those approvals.
Right.
And when it doesn't come, it feels a sense of uh, void.
Hmm.
So, how do we fill that cup within ourselves?
I think it's so useful to recognize that the way you seek validation is probably not the way your partner is used to giving validation.
Oh, that's so needed.
Because
Yeah.
we grew up in a way where we were validated a certain way.
Yeah.
They grew up in a way where for them validation was probably shown in concern, in deep listening,
Yeah.
in being there, not interrupting.
Yeah.
So we may never be able to figure out this beautiful communication of love. And we think words do justice, but honestly, 70% of communication is non-verbal. We're always picking up on actions
true.
and perceptions.
Yeah.
So just recognize, I guess, going back to that question, when there is a need for love, fill your cup. Give yourself validation.